Hey guys, so I'm gonna do a series where I'm gonna rank all the generations of Pokemon, and I'm gonna be starting with Generation 1. So I'm gonna be going in order of the Pokédex, and I'm gonna go ahead and give a rating scale of hate, dislike, meh, like, love, and then they'll be on each side of the spectrum, despise, and adore. So going with this, I'm gonna be going off of I'm going. There's gonna be bias. So I've played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, so that might take into account some of the characters, the TV show, uh, Smash Bros, stuff like that. That might be a little biased, but yeah. So that's my rating scale. I'm gonna do every generation. So we're gonna start with Generation 1. All right. So we're on part 2. I'm probably gonna make this a 3-part series, and I pretty much divide it into 50s because there's a about estimate 150. So we're gonna try to do 50 more here. So with 54, what a great one to start off with. Psyduck. Psyduck. You guys, I can just hear my voice, I hear in my head, Psyduck, Psy. Dear God, that was always so annoying watching this show and just hear him say, Psy. He is really unique. In fact, I remember in the show where he always just pops out of the Pokeball, kind of like Wobbuffet. And yeah, I watched Detective Pikachu, and yeah, they really hit hard that he has those headaches and he'll explode if he goes crazy. And that I feel so bad for it. Psyduck is constantly beset by headaches. The poor Pokemon is in constant pain. That is terrible. I didn't know that as a kid, but jeez, this man, he's in pain. But yeah, if the Pokemon lets his strange power erupt, apparently the pain subdues for a while. And it's crazy. So he has those headaches, and whenever he really I guess his bubble pops, he just uses like psychic powers. How's he not a psychic water type then? How's he just a water? That makes no sense. So we're about to see Golduck, and he better be psychic because it makes no sense. And to be quite honest, I'd be perfectly fine if Psyduck was just its own Pokemon, like has no evolution. So, overall, the headache thing is interesting. I love that it has like those 3 little strands of hair on the top of him. I'm gonna go with a love. Yeah. Actually, no. Scratch that. I'm gonna go with a like only because I think it should be a psychic type. It doesn't make sense that its whole thing is when it erupts that it gains psychic powers. That doesn't make sense. So, yeah, we'll go with a like. Next is Golduck. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. It's not a psychic either. I'm gonna go with a meh. Because my thing is, I don't know, like it has all those headaches and it has a certain personality and completely looks like it does a 360. Pokemon lives in gently flowing rivers. It paddles through the water with its long limbs, graceful swimming skills. Actually, come to think of it in the shows, I don't even think Psyduck can swim. I'm pretty sure when he goes in the water, he starts freaking out because he can't swim. What the? Like, it makes no sense how it still didn't turn into a psychic. It doesn't look like it should have evolved into this. I feel like they should have made Golduck and Psyduck 2 different, like, Pokemon strings. Like, Psyduck shouldn't have evolved to Golduck. You should have had the option of having a Psyduck or Golduck. Maybe keep Golduck just a water, and then have Psyduck as, like, a water psychic, you know? So I'm going to give it a meh, because I don't know. Like I'm saying, I really want to stick with Psyduck just being his own character, or own Pokemon string. But if they're going to make it into Golduck, they might as well just make it a psychic after, because Psyduck should have. So, yeah, it's a meh for me. Next up is Mankey. The angry, pissed category, pig monkey. Okay, yeah, I see the pig. I guess I see the pig nose. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a love, because I don't know. I like it's always so pissed, and it does kind of look like a Geodude. And we'll get to Geodude. Don't worry about that. But I don't know. There's not much to say. Yeah, I'm kind of. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna go with a like. Man, kind of been indecisive on the second part. I don't know. I guess I used up all my energy in the first part. Well, to be honest, I recorded the first part like a week before this, but yeah, I don't know. Something with his body shape that's doing it for me. I mean, I still like it, but yeah, it's not a love. I'll go with like. Next up is Primeape. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give this like a love. Well, what do you mean? It kind of has the same body shape. I don't know. I mean, I like that it has all those what would you call it, bracelets on it, whatnot. I guess I like that. I like the I like that it has in its picture here with the kind of like pista, a little thing on top right. Yeah, I mean, it still has a tail, right? I can't see a tail from here. If it doesn't have a tail, okay, I want to search here, primate, because this will tell whether it be a meh or a love. Oh my god, it doesn't have a tail? Huh, that's very weird. So as a Mankey, it has a tail, but as a primate, it doesn't. Why would they do that? Yeah, never mind. Okay, this is a dislike. I don't like the fact that it doesn't have a tail. If it did have a tail, it'd be a love, but the fact that it doesn't is going as a dislike. I mean, it doesn't make sense why Mankey would have a tail and this doesn't. Number 58, Growlithe. I said I love fairies and dragon types, but the amount of like loves and adores I'm giving to fire types is insane. I already given a love to Charmander and Charmeleon. I gave adore to Charizard. I gave adore to Vulpix and Ninetales. Here we are with Growlithe. I'm giving a love. Yeah, category puppy. Who can hate puppies, right? It looks so much like a dog, but then has like the fur on top and all that. It's such a cool Pokemon. I love it. There's nothing else to say. And yeah, it says it has a brave and trustworthy nature. It fearlessly stands up to bigger and stronger foes. It's like Charmander, but not as cocky and just it's chill. It's comfortable in its own skin. It knows it's small, but hey, it'll still scrap. So yeah, I love Growlithe, and yeah, I always see in the shows. I guess depicted in all the anime and whatnot. That yeah, it's always with like the police. So yeah, I love the Pokemon. It's a great, I guess, supporting Pokemon to have with you. Next up is Arcanine. Yeah, I'm gonna give this an adore. I had to think about it for a second. I was like, love or adore? Yes, it's an adore. Ooh, sick. So it goes 6'3" and 341 pounds. Let me see what it was before. 2 foot, 42 pounds. Wow. Four gains 4 feet and it gains 300 pounds. Jesus. The sight of it running over 6,200 miles in a single day and night has captivated many people. Damn. So it's big and fast. Holy hell. Like I said, I'll give it an adore. What a great evolution to this one. Does it justice. And I think what really makes this Pokemon is the fact it has these like black stripe patterns. I'm all for that. Next, Poliwag. I'll give it a meh. I don't know. Yeah, it's like the category tadpole. There's nothing else they could do. Yeah, looks nice. I mean, I really got nothing to say. I like the little spiral on it. Got nothing else to say. So next up is Poliwhirl. Yeah, we'll give this a like. I think it's a step in the right direction. I love that it gets little gloves. Poliwhirl over here thinks he's Mario or something. Staring at the swirl on his belly causes drowsiness. Oh, where am I? just joking. Really corny joke, I know, just kill me. Category, tadpole as well, okay. Looking at this with the gloves, it makes me think that it's gonna be a fighting type, and I don't remember if it's going to, but just looking at it right here, it makes it think it's gonna be a fighting type. So I guess we'll see right now. Next up is Poliwrath. Oh, I was right, okay, cool. Yeah, when I saw the gloves, I was like, there's no way this is not gonna be a fighting type. Huh, that's cool. Yeah. Wait, ooh, Poliwrath uses its impressive arms to smash through drift ice and plow forward. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a fighting type. So, what is it? Poliwag and Poliwhirl, they kind of have to swim through, kind of grace, I guess, elegantly over stuff and obstacles. And Poliwrath's like, hell no, I'll just punch through all this stuff, a glacier and whatnot. Yeah, I like them. Wait, did Poliwhirl have feet too? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Overall, I like it. Pretty solid. I mean, really doesn't change, I feel like, that much from Poliwhirl. I guess it just looks pissed. That's just pretty much a big thing. Just gets bigger and pissed, and hey, works for me. So, yeah, love it is. So it goes meh like love. That's what you like to see in the evolution chain. Next up is Abra. Yeah, also, sorry that I'm not focused on abilities because, I don't know, really don't care to read them or care. Even when I played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, I wasn't that big into abilities, even though they were pretty big. The evolution chain definitely gets better. I'll give it a like. Yeah. It's pretty cool in Smash Bros. How it teleports you to different places, but yes, The Pokemon uses its psychic powers while it sleeps. The contents of Abra's dreams affect the powers that the Pokemon wields. Ah, Dream Eater over here, right? Not really Dream Eater, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll give it a like. Not much else to say. Next is Kadabra. Okay, so I was reading something on Pokemon that this dude they depicted this Pokemon chain over like a real person in his power to I guess bend spoons or whatever, and the dude tried suing Pokemon for this. I don't know why he sued. I mean, I guess did he think they were trying to make fun of him? Even if they were trying to make fun of him, I guess they really put him in a map because I would have never known who the hell he was if it wasn't for Pokemon, right? So, and apparently he's was it watches all the anime with or shows, cartoons, sees every way how they use his Pokemon because apparently he depicts him. Guy's a narcissist, right? So Kadabra, I'll give it a love. Yeah, it's a step in the right direction. And man, its tail gets big as hell. Jesus, its tail looks like looks like it has Gar's gourd on his back, but it's just his tail. I like how it evolves. It just gains a spoon. It's like when you see it glowing and you see it from going from Abra to Kadabra, it just randomly just magically pops up a spoon. But also, I love it. I love the name. Yeah, I definitely give it a love because of how its name progression. Abra to Kadabra, Abracadabra. That's awesome. It's almost basically almost a love. Just the name itself, the name for this evolution chain is an adore. But yeah, I'll give Kadabra a love. And last but not least, Alakazam. This has by far the best naming structure of an evolution chain. Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam. I feel like I'm in Harry Potter. Abracadabra, Alakazam. Some say that Alakazam remembers everything that ever happens to it from birth to death. Wow, from birth it could even remember that. So what do you think the age is when you start to become cognitive of things and you start remembering? Like what's that age? It's sure as hell not 0. It's not 1. It's not 2. What would you guys say? 7? When you can start really vividly remembering things and what you did? Because I'm from, where I'm at now is North Carolina. I was originally born in New York, and I was there like 15, 16 years, and then I moved to North Carolina. When I tell people I'm from New York, and I tell them how long, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you are from New York. Some people, they're from like the North. I had a friend, who said, I'm from Washington. And then you ask him how long. A year? You're not from Washington. You're from North Carolina. You don't remember anything from then. So yeah, I just want to know, what's the age you guys think of where you're cognitive of things? I'm just going to go with 7. Maybe even later, like 8. But yeah, I can't see anything 4 and under. But anyways, let's get back to this. I just had to talk about that since it said it remembers everything from birth till death. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a door. And look, it has 2 spoons now. So when it evolves again, it gets that glowing thing. Then it sees another. It's like, what the hell? I got a second spoon? Yeah, it's definitely an Adora for sure. And well, okay, so it's 5 Adoras now: Charizard, Vulpix, Ninetales, Arcanine, and now Alakazam. One more time. Abracadabra, Alakazam. Say that really fast. Abracadabra, Alakazam. Abracadabra, Alakazam. Abracadabra, Alakazam. Oh, that's a lot. But yeah, overall cool one. Category Psy. Sounds about right. Yeah, no, there's nothing else to say. I love its whiskers. Let's see, did Kadabra have whiskers? Okay, yeah, it did. Yeah, I like the fact that it still has those whiskers to it. Yeah, design, overall cool. Telekinesis and all that with the spoons. And what I like a lot about it is the fact that I don't even think it walks. It usually just like levitates while it's like sitting. It's like in a seated crisscross position, just like kind of levitating. Yeah, overall, an Adore for sure. Next, Machop. I think I got him one time at Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. This is crazy with its description. Its whole body is composed of muscles. Even though it's the size of a human child, it can hurl 100 grown-ups. That's insane. I wonder in the anime or any of this, the cartoons, did it depict it being that strong? I don't remember Machop being that strong. I knew he was, but like 100 grown-ups it can hurl? Woo! It reminds, in One Punch Man, he'd be the equivalent of Darkshine. Damn. This man's just all muscle, no body fat. Fun fact, you need some body fat in order to survive, so Hey, lies. It's not all muscle. He has to have some body fat percent. Let me get 3% out of him. Yeah. Since he's hurling 100 grown-ups at the size of 2 foot, I guess he has zero point 0.1 body fat percent. But anyways. Oh, category, superpower. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll give him a like. Since I heard that fact, yeah, I'll give him more. Next is Machoke. Or Machoke. Yeah, it's Machoke. I'm gonna give it a love. I love the gym belt that it gets. Its muscular body is so powerful, it must wear a power save belt to be able to generate its motions. Dear God, this man is yoked. This Arnold Schwarzenegger and Lou Ferrigno got nothing on this man. He needs a gym belt in order to contain his powers. This man's like Boros from One Punch Man. Yeah, overall, no, look at that. It has like the red on its vein. It's so veiny that it's like popping out. This man's equivalent of like muscular and dark shine in one. Yeah. Overall, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll give it a love. Next is Machamp. I said I hate when they grow more heads, and yeah, I'm not a big fan of when they grow more arms just like that. I'm gonna give it a like. So if I'm like love to like, yeah, I don't know. But hey, I guess it makes sense to get 2 more arms to lift more. It quickly swings his forearms to rock its opponent with ceaseless punches and chops from all angles. Yeah, it makes sense, but I don't know. It didn't do anything for me. Also, it kind of gets like a beak as if it's like a bird or something. Yeah, Machoke and Machop don't have that. But then Machamp has kind of that beak to it. I don't know. I mean, its weight's 286. Okay. Gains 130 pounds. That would sound right. And gains a foot. Yeah, I don't know. I just hate when they do that. But, oh no, it's still a cool Pokemon to like, but I don't know. I like Machoke better. Next is Bellsprout. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll give it a meh. I don't know. I like his little feet are kind of like roots, so that's cool. Yeah, there's nothing else more to say. I mean, it's a cool Pokemon. Just go ahead and just give it a meh and go on. Next is Weeping Bell. Kind of scares me. It looks like a catfish with his mouth like that, or like koi. I don't know. Went from a plant to kind of like a fish. And yeah, I don't know. I see where the evolution chain's going. And if you didn't know, it's off the tropical picture plants. The Nepenthes is what it's called. Those are carnivorous plants. So the most famous carnivorous plant is a Venus flytrap. But pitcher plants are very famous too, Nepenthes. And I see them a lot around the South Carolina area. And a lot of our plant stores, they have plenty of those. Which they're able, with something with like their aroma, they're able to catch their insects and then, I guess get them in there. It's a little different the way they eat them than like a Venus flytrap where it just simply just closes its trap. But yeah, I see where they're going with this, but it looks kind of creepy to me. I'm going to go with a dislike. Maybe, it looks like a fish in its mouth. Ugh. Yeah, let's just move on. Victory Bell. Yeah, I'll give this a love. Now I like it. I don't know why, but before it just looked too much like a fish more than like a plant. And yeah, I'll put a pitcher plant here so you can see the comparison, but yeah. Oh, category flycatcher, carnivorous plant. Which, hey, vegans, you guys can't eat meat or insects and all this bugs and stuff, but hey, these plants can. Venus flytrap can. Which is funny because if my friends listen to this man's already killed 2 Venus flytraps. We went to Lowe's twice, and this man, he killed both ones. He thought maybe the first time was a fluke, so he did it again and killed it. I know he's gonna talk to me about this. But yeah, oh, there it is. See, look at the description. Lures prey with the sweet aroma of honey. Swallowed whole, the prey is dissolved in a day, bones and all. Yeah, that's pretty much how a Nepenthes, all the tropical pitcher plants work. Those type of plants, yeah, love humidity. That's why South Carolina is great for them. But yeah, love. So goes meh, dislike, love. Tentacool. I'll give a meh. I don't know, nothing else to say. It's a jellyfish. Which, So as a jellyfish, I'd rather it be pink. I don't know. You see how strict I am and kind of, I feel like it's a big thing I'm keen on with these Pokemon are all its like color designs and patterns. I'm going to give it dislike. I'm going to change it dislike. I get that it's a water type, so let's just make it blue, right? But I don't know. I feel like it needs that purple or pink in it. It has no mouth, so it's very hard to get any facial expressions, and Yeah, that's about it. I'm just give it a dislike. Next is Tentacruel. Even though it has the same problem as Tentacool, where it doesn't have the pink or purple in it, I think overall it's a pretty solid one. I'll give it a like. I'm with it. Yeah, jellyfish Pokemon just gets a lot more. Guess what is it? Tentacles. Yeah. Reminds me of Mario Sunshine with the one. What is it? What the hell? Blooper? Yeah, one of the big bloopers where what do you beat it like 5 times? Because it's like in Rico Harbor, and then I was just recently playing Mario Sunshine too, and you see him in the one with like the water's contaminated. Yeah, what? That's pretty much like every stage, right? But yeah, we'll go ahead and give it a like. Oh, my bitter enemy, Geodude. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a despise. I don't know why. It just creeps me out. It's a floating piece of rock with 2 arms. Oh God. I told you I hate rock and ground types, and this is probably wise because of Geodude. Commonly found near mountain trails and the like. If you step on one by accident, it gets angry. And look at this, is a damn rock. Oh, jeez. There's nothing else to say, and I see plenty of pictures of it just getting mean how ugly it is. Yeah, I got another self floating piece of rock that's disgusting. I'll give it my first despise. 5 adores to 1 despise. Next up is Graveler. Okay, step in the right direction. I'll give it despise. Still same thing. No, look, it gains more arms. Woo! Okay, granted the design does look a little different. It's not just the 2 arms it gains, but yeah, nothing else to say. Just a piece of rock with some arms. Yeah, despise. So we're going in the right direction here. Number 76 is Golem. I said despise to hate. Now I'm kind of actually a like. I don't know. I'm with this one. I like Golem. There's not a lot wrong with it. Once it sheds its skin, its body turns tender and whitish. It hardens when it's exposed to air. Also, it kind of reminds me in Mario Galaxy, the one power up it gets. Honestly, with its like kind of like face, and with its 2 arms with the claws, all the claws it has and sharp fangs, it reminds me of like a dragon type. Is there any like ground or rock dragon types? That would have been sick if Golem randomly was just like a rock ground and then turns into like a rock dragon. This works. There's not much. I mean, it's a nice piece of rock. I don't know. The other 2 are just gravelly, where this is what, condensed. It's hard to explain, but yeah, I'm gonna go with a like. So despise, hate to like. Number 77 is Ponyta. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a love. I love horses, and I lived in a neighborhood called Bonterra, who was like dedicated to horses. They like Triple Crown, Lady Secret, whatnot. So one time, my friends and I made a bet on the Kentucky Derby. It was like 8 of us, and I picked the right horse. Go figure. But yeah, it's a love. So far, all the fire types I've really liked in this gen. I don't know if that continues. My memory's not good with all the Pokemon, but as of now, all the fire types have been pretty solid for the most part. Yeah, there's nothing else to say. I mean, there's obviously Moltres later, but some reason I don't like Moltres as much as this, where Moltres is literally like just a bird with some flames. Same design as this, but for some reason this works more. Yeah, easily just to say a love. Next is Rapidash. Yeah, a love as well. And wait, did it have a horn before? Let me go back. Oh no, it didn't. Okay, yeah, I like that. Gains a horn in its evolution. Yeah, definitely a little more fiery scorched. Pokemon can be seen galloping through fields at speeds of up to 150 miles per hour. Huh. Yeah. Definitely improvement. Still love. And its eyes, from what I think, let's look at Ponyta. Yeah, its eyes are kind of just black with like a hint of brown, and then they turn red. I like that. And then it gains its horn. So, yeah, overall, just improvement. Yeah, I love. Next is Slowpoke. Yeah, slow-witted and oblivious. The Pokemon won't feel any pain if its tail gets eaten. It won't even notice when its tail grows back either. Ain't that like a lizard, how the tail just kind of cuts off, it doesn't even know, and then it regenerates? Yeah, wow, yeah. He really looks slow-witted in this picture. All in all, I'll give it a meh. I mean, I don't know. Pretty dopey Pokemon. Yeah. Oh, it's categories. Dopey. Okay, that would make sense. Next up is Slowbro. Slowpoke to Slowbro. Slowpoke becomes Slowbro when a shelter bit onto its tail. Hmm. Sweet flavors seeping from the tail make the shelter feel as if its life is a dream. So, is the only way a Slowbro can evolve, well, a Slowpoke can evolve to Slowbro, is if a shelter latches onto its tail? Can, if anything else was to latch onto its tail, would it still evolve and then be something different? What, like Slowfo, Slow Mofo? Is there other slows that I don't know of? Yeah, interesting. So, Slow King is 109. So Slow King is not in this generation, he's in next one, but Slow Bro is in this one. Yeah, Slow King looks less dopey than Slow Bro and Slow Poke. But yeah, so that's is this like the only Pokemon like that where two different Pokemon fuse to make one? And like the Shelder doesn't even look like a Shelder anymore. Completely different. Now it has like actually like teeth and wow. Yeah, I guess it feels no pain cuz man, in the picture you could see like its sharp ass teeth just like spiking into its tail, but doesn't even feel anything. So wait, who's really doing the controlling here? Is it the Slow Poke or is it the Shelder? Huh. Seems like an abomination to me. I mean, it's an interesting concept. I mean, I think it's the only one like that. So from a meh to a, I'll give it a like. I mean, I still don't like that. Oh, its category changes too to Hermit Crab. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I'll stay with a like. High like for sure, because it's very unique. Next up is Magnemite. Uh, yeah, not much to say. I mean, I like Magnemite. It's a like. Yeah, I mean, hey, it's cool with the magnets, how it has, the blue and the red going on. Yeah, not much to say. It's always interesting how a Pokemon starts one way and evolves, and then somehow, like a few generations later, it gets another evolution. Like how Slowpoke goes to Slow King in the next generation, I believe, and it goes from Magnemite, Magneton, and then the Magnezone. And I think that what is that, like 4 generations from now? Which that's what I like better, Magnezone, than what's coming up Magneton, because it feels less lazy. Which once again, I said I don't like it just growing extra arms or extra heads. So let's go ahead and get to the next one. Number 82 is Magneton. This Pokemon's 3 Magnemite that have linked together. Wow, that would sound about right. Meh. Like I said, lazy. Don't care for it. Yeah. So it's the same thing. The only way it only evolves if 3 Magnemites get together. Once again, with evolutions, do they know instead of becoming just one thing, now they're 3 separate entities unified into one? Always interesting how that works. But yeah, meh. Not much else to say. Farfetch'd. Yeah, I'll give him a love. I like though. I feel like there's very few Pokemon where it's its own Pokemon, like it has no evolutions. The only ones like that are usually legendary. So I respect with a Pokemon that has no evolution that's not legendary. Yeah. Well, I guess later it does end up getting it. I think it's Sword and Shield. It has like 2 different evolutions, if I'm correct. But yeah, all in all, I mean, cool Pokemon. The stalk this Pokemon carries in its wings serves as a sword to cut down opponents. You imagine this man's holding a stalk like a leek, and he's using it as like a sword. Yeah. All in all, so I'd give him a love. I feel like the Farfetch is a lot more pissed than what it shows in here, smiling. But hey, cool. Normal flying. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, so love. Doduo. Meh. Meh. Not much. Twin bird category. It reminded me of a Inu kind of. Oh yeah, and I hate Inus. So I went to this place, Lazy Five Ranch. It's a place where you can drive and you could feed all these animals inside of your car. And so Inus, they're the worst ones to feed. Technically, you're not allowed to feed the zebras, but I do. I feel like other people do, and I don't know why that's a problem. But Inus, I do not want to feed them. They're so aggressive. They start poking at your bucket, and their beaks are so sharp and they come so ferocious that it hurts. And my god, Inus are so ugly. I'm sorry. I can go the rest of my life without seeing an Inu. And screw the commercials for what is it, mainstreaming them. Normalize not liking Inus. But yeah, all in all, it's a meh. Next up is Dodrio. Or Dodrio, I don't know, Dodrio. One of Doduo's 2 heads splits to form a unique species. It runs close to 40 miles per hour in prairies. Is that impressive? I feel like Arcanine and Rapidash go like 200 miles per hour, and this MF goes like a fifth of it. But what's interesting though, I think it could. Yeah, it's a normal flying. Like, is it like Jumper where it's able to just fly just by jumping? That's what it seems like. So I do respect that. Like, it can use flying. You're looking at like, how's that possible? It's like the equivalent of a Diglett learning Surf. So I do like that as a flying type. But like I said, I hate that it gains one head. I feel it's lazy. But for the fact that it's a flying type and it knows how to fly, even though seeing visibly it has no wings, I will give it a like. But you said more heads. Yes, I know. But once again, I like the type. If it wasn't a flying, I'd actually give it a dislike. But since it's a flying type, I'll go ahead and give it a like. Seal. So my favorite type of animals are foxes, otters, and penguins. But seals are cool too. But I don't know. I feel like seal should have been an ice type. I'm not with it being a water type. I don't know. Because of that reason. And also, I like in the further generation things like Spheal. That's an ice water type, I believe. So I don't know. I'm gonna give it a dislike. Looks more to me like a sea dog with like a horn on it. Yeah. I do like how it's positioned. It looks like it's like a spouting waterfall or something. So that is kind of cool, but I don't know. I believe it should have been an ice type. So I'll give it a dislike. Dugong. There we go. Water ice. Yeah, I'll give this one. Oh, it looks so nice too. I'll give it a like. It's a high like for sure. Unharmed by even intense cold, it swims powerfully in icy waters. There we go. Yeah, definitely an improvement. Thought I was gonna say a water type, but yeah, definitely give it a like. Like its little two sharp fangs. I think its eye colors change. Looks a little less dopey too. And yeah, it looks more something different about it. But yeah, I respect that it finally turns into an ice type. So all in all, I'll give it a like. Number 88, Grimer. Grimer, grimy. Category, sludge. Who would have guessed? Made of congealed sludge, it smells too putrid to touch. Even weeds won't grow in its path. Yeah, so it's a disgusting piece of sludge. How would you have thought of sludge if he was actually like booger green instead? I feel like I don't know, I could have got behind it being booger green, but yeah, actually, it's a like. Hey, I mean, interesting concept, just turning a piece of sludge into a Pokemon. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. Smells like shit. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give it a like. Muck. Through degeneration of its nose, it's lost its sense of smell. Damn, Jesus. So it evolves and just loses its nose and now it can't smell? Well, that's good, because it does smell like shit. But I guess you never really smell the own stuff you produce. Like I said, you go to the bathroom and what you produce doesn't smell as bad as to when someone else smells and like, dear God, right? So, I don't know. Hey, it gains an arm? Well, I guess, doesn't it have two arms? Because this picture only shows like one. I don't know, I kind of like Grimer a little better. His was a like. I think I'm going to give this, meh. Also, I feel bad that it loses its nose. Number 90 is Shelder. Slowpoke's best friend. Yeah, so looking at this, I just don't get how once it evolves to Slow Bro, it turns into whatever the hell it turns into. Which, this is interesting, so it's like a cloud of just black inside of a clam. Category, Evolve? I don't know what the hell that means. Thought it would have been like category clam. Or shell category, but evolve. Huh. I feel like I just don't like it because of the fact that it's used to evolve like a Slowpoke, so it doesn't really feel like its own unique Pokemon because it's just used as like an accessory to Slowpoke in order to evolve. So for that reason, I'm gonna give it a dislike. Yeah, it doesn't feel like its own Pokemon because of that. Cloyster. Still know what category Evolve is. You know, I gotta see what Evolve means. An aquatic mollusk that has a compressed body enclosed within a hinged shell. Huh. Let's see images of seeing what Evolve is. Showing a bunch of shells and whatnot. Oh, I guess I know what Evolve means now. So, yeah, huge like, right? Because now I gained some knowledge. Nah, we'll stay with a meh. Oh, wow, it turns into an ice? Okay, that's interesting. Would have expected just to stay a water, but hey. I like that it turns into an ice type, but I don't really care for its design, and hey, it's interesting it gains a horn. The way this looks, It looks like the clam is about to shoot him out like a cannonball. Cause how Shelter just felt like kind of like a black like blob inside of a shell, but now it's like a rounded like cannon. It almost looks like. Yeah, all in all, I'll give it a meh. Number 92, Ghastly. I'll give it a meh. It definitely gets better with its evolutions, but yeah, I don't know, just a flying ball of just I guess clouds and smoke and whatnot. Ghost poison. Does it continue down that line? I feel like it just turns straight up into a ghost, but yeah, it's a meh. Next up is Haunter. Okay, so still a ghost poison. So I like Haunter better than Gengar. I know Gengar's an infamous one, and a lot of people love Gengar, but I like Haunter better to be honest. I always get upset. Like when you play Pokemon games, you have to evolve your Pokemon because it makes it stronger. But for appearance wise, sometimes I don't want to, you know? This is one of the occasions where I didn't want to evolve him, but I did just for the sake, it's Pokemon. Haunter's a cool one, I don't know. Something about him that I like most. I didn't like the shape of Gengar to be honest, but hey, I feel like they all have that thing where they always just stick out their tongues like crazy. Oh, its tongue is made of gas. If licked, its victim starts shaking constantly until death eventually comes. Jesus Christ. What's with these descriptions? I feel like they're not portrayed at all in the games and anime and all that. Like, if it licks you, you come to death. Jesus. Well, no one. I feel like all the moves it knows is like licking based moves. Alright, who would win? Licking Tongue or Haunter? But, yeah, all in all, I'm gonna give him a love. Category Geist. Sounds about right. Gengar. On the night of a full moon, its shadow moves on their own and laugh. It must be Gengar's doing. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a love, but it's definitely a lower love. Like I love Haunter a lot more than Gengar, but he's still cool. And with his abilities that at least Ghastly and Haunter had was levitate. And Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, that's so helpful because you're able to skip through the walls in some of them, and that gets you quicker to the stairs. So very helpful ability. Yeah, I liked Haunter in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon too. So yeah, I'll give him a love. Number 95, Onyx. So let's look here. Yeah, evolutions later. I guess it's what next generation. I like Steelix more than Onyx, but Onyx is very infamous. I'll give him a like. Rock Snake. Sounds about right. Yeah, that's what I'll say. 28 feet. Felt bigger, to be honest. I would have thought bigger. 463 pounds. Would have thought heavier, too. 463 pounds is probably like 30% of America's population in weight. And 28 feet is probably 80% of what people on Tinder's height is for guys. But yeah, overall, I'd give a high like. Drowsy. Yeah, screw you. I'll give you a dislike. I don't even know what the hell. Category Hypnosis. What does it even look like? It's supposed to be like an anteater, I believe. If you sleep by it all the time, it will sometimes show you dreams it had eaten in the past. Instead of a dream eater, an anteater that is a dream eater. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. And we already have the Abra evolution line, and I like theirs with the spoons, so yeah, it's a dislike for me. Hypno. Category Hypnosis, Hypno. Who would have guessed, right? Yeah, you're still a dislike. I don't care for its little rank thing. Hey, I like my spoons bending better than this, but hey, shout out to Reagan for the Hypnosis punch. So, because of that, I want to go more like, but still dislike. Because his eyes. Jesus. So it goes on an anteater, and I don't know what the hell it looks like now. It looks borderline like a human and Abra combined, and yeah, dude looks like this looks like a normal predator. Yeah, yeah. Let's give this a dislike. I don't know. I'm not liking it. If I saw it in the open, I would run very far away from it. Dislike. Crabby. Crab. Very generic. River crab as a category. Who would have guessed? Meh. Nothing I'll say. It's just literally crab. But hey, have plenty of it at Krabby Mike's in Myrtle Beach, so if I caught one, I'd be eating good. Just messing. Yeah. Still like. So let's go next one. Next up is Kingler. Bigger crab, I guess. Well, Kingler has like a crown like a king. I can respect it. Higher meh. I'll give it a higher meh. I like to play on words with a king and having a crown, so we'll give it a meh. Next up is Voltorb. Meh as well, I don't know. It's said to camouflage itself as a Pokeball. It will self-destruct with very little stimulus. What would be cool is if you can have multiple Voltorbs, like different type of Pokeballs. Instead of just being the generic Pokeball, it could be an Ultra Ball, a Great Ball, and it'd be cool, like your probability of like, or it should be an evolution where it can change into different balls, like if the conditions are met, and like you only have like a 5% chance of it being like a Master Ball or something. I think they lost out on a great opportunity. Hey, pitches to Pokemon immediately. They're running out of ideas, so tell them evolve Voltorb into whatever Pokeball it wants to become and give it like a high percentage type or probability type of like what ball it will become. Like 10% luxury ball, like 60% just stays a Pokeball, some shit. Ultra Ball 5%, Master Ball a percent. I don't know. I think that'd be pretty cool. Or like that's its shiny form, right? Would be like it being a different ball. So yeah, it's a meh. I think if it had the idea I had, I would have said it's a love. But here we are. Electrode. so I like. So what I like about it is it has now, I guess, like these beady eyes with like eyebrows and it's always smiling. This man loves to explode. But hey, most people like to destroy instead of build, right? Demolition teams. Yeah, I'll get a like. I always swear, always before it explodes, it always has a smile on its face. And I like it thinking Smash Bros. But if it's a dud, then it just like frowns. Like it's excited. It's like a Meeseeks. It wants to die. Its purpose is just to be filled whatever you want it to be. Electrodes is just its purpose is to explode. Yeah, all in all, like execute. Yeah, meh. I don't know. So with the egg on like the far left, what's going on there? Does it have a face too, or is it? It had a face and then I guess it kind of got cracked and now it has no face. And I don't like that middle one. That middle one has an interesting face to it. It looks like it's scheming. The far right one looks kind of dopey. Though it may look like it's just a bunch of eggs, it's a proper Pokemon. Execute communicates with others of its kind via telepathy. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna go with hate. Yeah, it's just eggs. It's cracked eggs, and I don't know what the hell's going on with the far left one. Like, in order to be an execute, do you have to have one that has like a broken shell? I guess I kind of like that they have different facial expressions slightly. I don't know. The first three all kind of the same expression. The middle one's just scheming. The right one's slow. All in all, yeah, I'll give it a hate. Next up is Executor. Exeter? I don't know how to pronounce it, but you know what I mean. This is a huge step up from a hate to a like. Category type coconut. Who would have guessed like a nest of broken eggs that are purple would turn into like a coconut tree? This is a 360. And they're not all pissed now. Now they're all they're like the far right one that was a little dopey, and now they're just all dopey but really happy. The coconuts are just high. I love it. Huge step in the right direction. Each of its, I'm not naming it, 3 heads is thinking different thoughts. The 3 don't seem to be very interested in one another. Huh. They got different thoughts, but they all just look like they're just enjoying their best life. Yeah, I'll definitely give this a like. Huge improvement. Next is Cubone. So I bought on Etsy its little head, the Cubone head, and I have it in my car, so. Hey, Cubone's got a great helmet to use as a decoration. Yeah, also with that, in order to be a Cubone, do you have to have a mother is dead and you have to wear its head? Like, isn't that this whole thing? And then sad story, I forgot the Lavender Town, I think it is, where you go through all the graves and then you see the ghost was like a Marowak or whatever protecting his Cubone. Yeah, sad story. I'm gonna give Cubone a love. Interesting Pokemon. I just don't like. Is it able to be seen without its helmet? Like, is it able to have a mother that's not dead and doesn't have to wear it? Next up, Marowak. I like Cubone better. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a high like. This Pokemon overcame its sorrow to evolve a sturdy new body. So Cubone and Marowak are just born to be depressed. And then it just keeps its bone as a weapon. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's a like. Alright, with these next Pokemon, 2 Pokemon, what do you prefer? Kicking or punching? So when I had the decision, I picked Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee for me is a love. Kind of looks like a thumb. This amazing Pokemon has an awesome sense of balance. It can kick in succession from any position. Yeah, my boy over here knows, what is it? He knows Leaf Hurricane. He also knows the Primary Lotus. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting concept. You get one of the two. Gotta pick it's like the fossils, I believe. You get, I think in the later games you can pick which fossil you want. Here you can pick which fighting type you want, the kicking or punching. So I'll give it a like. Hitmonchan, I think he's more of a like. I don't know. He looks a little too human for me. He has the punching gloves. He has actually like an outfit. He has shoes. I feel, yeah, he just looks too human for my liking. That's probably also why I went Hitmonlee. Yeah, like they're making Rocky Balboa here into like a Pokemon. Didn't do anything for me. So yeah, Hitmonlee's a love and Hitmonchan's a like. Still good, but a like because it's a little too human for my liking.